Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh. Checking the microphone. Hello, hello, hello. Yay, we're on. Fantastic. There we go. Yay. Everything is working. For once. Hello, friends. We're going to go over... Oh, hi, Fox. Hello, we are going to go over my October reads. Let's just get things set up here. I will be using the Storygraph app, which I highly recommend. It's free, and you can narrow down your books to each month, so I'm going to narrow mine down to October. It's really fun because it gives you little charts and graphs and breakdowns for your books. So if you're a super nerd like me, it even breaks it down by like genre and author and all that crap. So it's super fun. I really enjoy it. Also, it's Halloween! Happy Halloween, everybody! I got my spooky sweater on. Look at it. It's my Disney pumpkin sweater. I also have spiderweb leggings, but I'm not nearly as flexible enough to, like, stick my leg up in the air, so you're just gonna have to trust me. Sorry. Alright, we are in my office. A couple things have changed since the last time I've streamed. You can see... Oh, it's a mirror. You can see I have my display cabinet finally up with all of my little has-been cards. They look so nice, right? I love them. It was nice to finally have a way to display it instead of just having them in the little packs. So that's really nice. A little update on the office area. It's looking really nice. But yes, we will get started. I know everybody's really excited to see what I have been reading this month. I tried to keep it spooky, but I also had to throw in some of the ARC's advanced reader copies that I received from publishers. But I did try to keep on theme. I know I never keep on theme. I'm a mood reader. What do you want from me? I can't help it. I'm a mood reader. I'm gonna read whatever comes to my mind. All right, let's see. So I'm just pulling up my reviews because, good God, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, let alone what I thought about a book 4 weeks ago. Okay. So let me pull up this one. And I have like a huge stack here. I still have my cart. The cart fell apart last time, but we have reassembled her. She is back. She's better than ever. Rocky, thank you for joining. We are just starting. We are excited. We're going over our October reads. It's Halloween. We're having a spooky time. It's gonna be a good time. We're all excited to be here. So happy Halloween to everybody. All right. So, Court of Heathens. This is one I just finished. This one came with a lot of stuff. There was a lot. Like, it came with fan art. It came with those little, I don't know what to call these. Like the see-through fan art? Hold on. All the stuff is dropping out of this book. Like the see-through fan art? I don't know what you call those. Vellum sheets? Page overlays. That's what it is. These things, they're really pretty, and it had a whole bunch of like really nice fan art that came with it. It was really, and the cover is so pretty. Like, look at that. Very spooky. So this one's called Court of Heathens. This is by K.A. Knight. This is the same person that got us, what was it? Den of Vipers. Which I still need to read that book. I've heard really good things about that book. But I read this one, and I could not get into it. I don't know, it just wasn't my vibe. I thought it was going to be my vibe. It's about witches and witchcraft and demons, and it's so my vibe. I don't know, the characters, they just were, I don't know. They all felt the same to me. Every character, they were all just moody teenage angst to me. And I couldn't get into it, and I felt bad because I really wanted to get into it because all this artwork with all these handsome men look really appealing. I was like, damn, I really want to get into this. I'll try it again. Maybe I'm in a different mood. Maybe it'll hit me. But I gave it 2 stars. Again, just all the characters felt very similar, and so I just didn't really enjoy it. Taylor, thank you for joining. We are just starting off our Halloween, going through October TBR of what I read. Happy Halloween. We've got our spooky sweaters on. Hello. Welcome. We're just going through our reads. Alright, so that was the first one that I read, or, I'm sorry, the last one. We're going reverse. Okay, so what do we got here? I gotta go. I have this all out of order. I have everything. I should be more prepared. I'm never prepared. I think I get less prepared each time. Each month I get less prepared. Okay. So the next one I had is Butcher and Blackbird. This one. I heard so many things, and I was terrified to read this, but I was determined to read this. Michelle, thank you for joining. Welcome. Happy Halloween. I was determined to read this. Because so many people told me it was good. And I was worried because I was like, TikTok hype. Am I going to get like trapped on the TikTok hype? Rick, thank you for joining. Happy Halloween. Because I've been burned by the hype before. And I was like, is this another one of those where everyone says it's good and it's not really that great? Emily, hi, happy Halloween. Ash, happy Halloween. So I was worried it was going to be one of those. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Like, it was 5 stars. I got, like, I want to say, like, 2 or 3 chapters in. I bought the rest of the series. I was like, I fucking love this book. I tabbed the shit out of this book. There's so many little tabs, if you can see it. I loved it. I didn't think I was gonna love it. I was like, oh, a book about serial killers falling in love and doing their thing, doing their serial killer thing. I didn't think I was gonna vibe with that. It's fucking hilarious. This book, it's so funny. It's obviously dark humor. Neil, thank you for joining. Happy Halloween. I didn't think I was gonna vibe with this book. It's hilarious. It's so fucking funny. Everything that people say about this book is great. Let me pull up my review just to see if I had any other comments. Yeah, that's basically, I approached it with trepidation, but it's witty, it's funny. The characters, they're hilarious. Like, they're so fucking funny. And I think I loved it even more because the main character, the guy in it, just reminds me of Alistair. If you love Alistair from Hazbin Hotel, you're gonna love this book. Obviously, check trigger warnings. Check them. But, like, this is so... I loved it. Vibes. This was one of my favorite books this month. Was not expecting it to be. Really thought I was going to, like, not like that book. Ended up falling in love with that book. And I can't wait for the rest of the series to show up. I know 1 is a pre-order, but I want book 2, like, yesterday. What is next? Oh, there's some people. Frankie, Patricia, thank you guys for coming. Happy Halloween, everybody. Everybody, spooky season. Anybody doing some trick-or-treating? Anyone dressing up? I'm just going to be passing out candy later. Matt, thank you for joining. This stack is going to fall and ruin my life. I just have a very precarious stack that as I offload them, they go onto my cart. It's not a functional system I've got going on here. Oh, Vox, you're dressing up? Are you dressing up as Vox? That'd be pretty dope. I wish I had the funds to dress up and cosplay. That would be that'd be fun. I would definitely do it. Next one I have is Night of the Witch, which is this one. And look how pretty this edition came. This was just the Amazon edition. I don't know if this is the same as like Barnes & Noble, BAM, you know, all the different retailers. But this was just the standard one that they had on Amazon. And this one is about a witch and a witch hunter. And basically just taking down the witch hunter group from within. It takes place in Germany, which is very different than like other, you know, kind of witch hunts, because I always think of witch hunts as like Salem witch trials, but apparently there were witch trials like in other places within like Europe, and I guess in this one it's taking place in Germany. And I didn't know that, so it was kind of like a nice little historical fiction, but there's also like actual, like there's magic in this, so it takes a little bit of a fantasy element. I really enjoyed this. It was really nice. The banter really reminded me of, if anyone has read Six of Crows with Nina and Matthias, I loved them. And Six of Crows is my favorite book in the whole wide world. So to have them be kind of represented in another like book, like have those vibes, it felt nice. It felt like a nice little like warmth in my heart. So I was like really happy. Dog Lover, thank you for joining. Happy Halloween. But yeah, that's basically what I wrote in my I'm just checking my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. I loved the characters. The banter really won it for me. I gave this one 5 stars. I loved it. It's chef's kiss. I really love this. I didn't love it more than Butcher and Blackbird, but you can't, like, in these apps give, like, fractional systems, so I would give it probably, like, a 4.5 if I had to. But really loved this. If you like witches and that sort of thing, you're really going to love this. Okay, next up we have an ARC. So this one is an advanced reader copy. This one is coming out next year? When? February. Ooh. So this one is coming out in February of 2025. Needy Little Things. There we are. This is from, what's the, where is my notes? App, you have one job. There we go. So this is about a character who can see the needs of others. Oh, yeah. Gregory and Tara, thank you for joining. Happy Halloween. We're going over my TBR of all the books I freaking read this month. I think I had a total of 16. And then we're also talking about Halloween. So if you're, you know, dressing up, going out, tell me whatever you're dressing up as. Getting that candy. So Needy Little Things is about the main character. She can see what people's immediate needs are. So not like needs like, oh, I need $1 million, or oh, I need a car, but like small needs, like somebody needs chapstick or needs a paperclip, like small immediate needs that somebody needs. Sarah, thank you for joining. John, thank you for joining. Thunderbolt, thank you for joining. Gracie, thank you for joining. So she can see people's immediate small needs that can be easily given. And she kind of carries around what she calls her little, like, Santa sack, where she carries these, like, little things like paper clips and chewing gum and things like that. And she can, like, hear in people's minds, like, what they need. And she fulfills these needs. Not necessarily because she wants to, but because it's so, like, debilitating to constantly be, like, walking around and hear 1,000 voices of chewing gum, paperclip, pencil. Like, it's almost like, it's just so debilitating. And so she's constantly hearing this, and then it almost turns into, like, a crime novel, because then her friend goes missing. And then she's trying to track down, like, her friend, and it goes into kind of like this whole dichotomy between, like, I'm trying to explain it without, like, giving away too much, because it's so good. I loved it. I gave this one 5 stars. But it breaches topics of how, like, because her friend goes missing, and it was relatable to how another girl had gone missing a few years prior, and it breaches the topic of systemic racism and how when, like, different races of people go missing, how the media is so, like, different in how they portray people. And it was so powerful. And I really love this book. And I can't tell you enough, this book is so good. Again, this is a book that you can't see the light blue tabs. There we go, now you can see them. I tabbed so many things in this book. I really love this. And again, it comes out in February. If anything I've said interests you, I would definitely pre-order this. I really like that. So that was another 5 star for me. I really enjoyed that one. pull up. So the next one I read was actually an ebook. So let me pull up on my Kindle. If my Kindle will work. Jesse Chaos. I hope I read that right. Thank you for joining. Happy Halloween. We're all dressed up. I got my pumpkin sweater on. John, thank you for joining. Happy Halloween. So the next one I read an ebook of. It's The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I have my Kindle here with all my fun stickers that you can see of. I have like a clear case and then I just pinch the stickers between them so I can switch out. I have so many stickers, you guys. I should switch out my stickers. So I read this. I read the first one, oh god, I want to say like a few months back. I really liked the first one. I loved the first one that had to deal with the Moon Palace and the trial. I thought that was great. Chef's kiss. This one, I did not like. It was boring for me. I did not like this at all. I don't really know what else to say. My review is I enjoyed book one more, and this one drug, and I stand by that a lot. I gave this one 2.5 stars. The whole time I'm reading, I'm just like, they're moody and upset, and they're eventually going to get together. Like, I just wanted it to end. The whole time I'm reading this, I'm like, why am I reading this? And I'm like, oh, because I wanted to finish it. But yeah, it was, again, it's fine if you enjoyed this duet. I'm glad. I enjoyed the first book way better than this one. All right, so we'll put that one away. Then again, no shame to that one. I just wasn't for me. The first one, I like the more action-y ones. This one was more just, I don't know, it was just more interaction between the two of them, and I just felt like they didn't have a lot of chemistry. Alright, next one is Bride of the Shadow King. I think this one was a reprint. Yes. So this one was already published, but they're reprinting it under a publisher with a new cover. And I think they're reprinting it this month. I have to check now. I don't want to say false things. Yes, 2024 November, yes. So this has already come out. The old cover had like people on the cover. So this new one, which is really pretty, it has like a crown with like crystals. Looks like this. And it's under the publisher, which one? Ace Publishing, which I think that's an imprint of a different one. Who's that? Penguin Random House. So this is Ace Publishing, which is an imprint of Penguin Random House. They're reprinting them, and it's going to be this kind of vibe. It'll be in November. Oh, I heard a beep. Yes joined. Maytree Oak joined. Dylan joined. Hello, friends. Everybody. Happy Halloween. This one, standard fare. Person has to get married. Doesn't want to get married. Takes the place of her sister after her sister dies. You know, standard fare for, you know, fantasy. It was fine. A lot of things didn't get explained. And I'll talk about this one since the book itself has been out for a very long time. It's been out, I think it was published in 2022. They're just reprinting it. The magic system made no sense. There's just, all of a sudden, there's like, some people were given god gifts, and then they just drop that. They just don't explain why. They're like, oh, I was given god gifts. All of my family was. And then they don't explain how or why. Is there a ceremony? Is it just your fancy? Is it, like, they don't explain. They don't explain. There's a whole lot of like I'm like, your fantasy. Explain. Give me the magic. Give it to me. I would like to know. This is the reason I'm reading. I want to know the magic stuff. Tell me. Don't, you know. So there was a lot of things that I think could have been elaborated on that weren't elaborated on. There was so much that just, I didn't understand why they didn't go into that. It's a fantasy book. Give me the fantasy. So I gave it 3 stars, mainly because there was so much going on and none of it had to do with the stuff that was actually the plot. Like, they kept bringing up these god gifts and gave them no screen time. So I'm like, if you're gonna give something time, why would you not put it on the paper? Well, that just shot out of the nowhere. Spooky ghost stuff. My office is haunted. Okay. Next up. Oh god, where is that? The app is haunted and will not load. We're just gonna have to go blind and hope I remember things. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this one. Good. Alright. Honeycomb. There we go. At least this one's printed on the front, so I can actually remember. So this one just released back in July. So I'm a few months late on this one, but it was nice because it's kind of like creepy for creepy season. Unknown. Author S.J. Fry. NMG Gaming. Thank you guys for coming. It is October spooky season. I've got my spooky sweater on. It is Halloween, and we're talking about my October read books. So many of them. I think there were 16 total. So we're talking about Honeycomb right now. Oh, thank you, app, for finally waking up. I'm trying to use this app to remember all of this stuff. So Honeycomb had to deal with 6 people that were used in a trial study, and they were testing a drug that they were not told what it was for, but only that it would not harm them. There would be no lasting harming effects. And they were taken to this house and locked inside, and kind of like Big Brother style, they were all going to be like on camera while someone watches them. And we just, as the viewer, as we get to like observe them through the chapters as we read. It was interesting. It was definitely like, again, trigger warning central, because this is a dark, dark book. I can't think of any triggers that did not happen in this book. So much shit went down. But basically it's a drug that, I guess I could say it now because it's out, right? July 2024? Yeah. But it's a drug that makes the person become likable. And so you would take it and just instantly people want to be around you. But it's not just that. They crave to be around you to the point that it's like stalker crazy. And so what they would do each day is they would up the dose more and more and more, to the point where it's not just they want to be around you, but they like want to be you, like crawl into your skin and be you. And it's very interesting. It's very, like, it goes dark fast. It was a really interesting book. I gave it what did I write in here? It was somewhere between a 3 and a 4. Yeah, 3.75. It felt very eerie and claustrophobic, because again, you're trapped in this house with these 6 people and you're watching their sanity unravel, and the ending is not what you would expect. I would recommend this book. It was very just, again, eerie and claustrophobic. I'm getting tense just thinking about it again. Just remembering reading this. Whew. Okay. All right. Can there be a lighthearted book? Oh, good. Thank God. A lighthearted book. All right. Kami. Tuna. I don't know how to say that. Kosina. Thank you for joining. I'm really sorry if I messed up your name, but I'm really happy you're here. Happy Halloween. We got our Halloween sweater on. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep saying that because I really love the sweater and I don't get to wear it enough. So thank God, after that we get to read a lighthearted book that was not Halloween-y, but I was sent it, and actually no, I requested this one because I love the author. I love her work, and I saw she had published a book. Well, it's not published yet, but I saw she was publishing a book, and I emailed her and I was like, can I have can I have? And she was very kind and sent me this early, and I was very excited. And I'm very, very happy. So this one's called the Highland Hearts Holiday Bookshop. It looks like this. Look how cute for the holiday season. Look how cute this cover is with the little puffins. Isn't that so cute? I know that we're going off topic with October, okay? But it is just in time for the holiday season, okay? So freaking cute. Okay. So we're going way off topic with October. But, you know, holidays are right around the corner. Again, this isn't out yet. When is it coming out? Tell me information. December 2nd. So this is coming out December 2nd, just in time for the holidays. So if you like anything I'm about to say, pre-order. I love Trisha O'Malley. She writes so many good books. I love her Enchanted Highlander series. And so I was really excited when this came out. So I'll give you the gist, but I won't spoil anything. There is our main character, and she inherits a bookshop in Scotland. And so she decides that she needs a life change. She moves to Scotland to take on this bookshop that she has inherited. And what she doesn't know until she gets there is that the bookshop is magical. That the bookshop has this kind of ability to kind of matchmake people. So it's hard to explain, but it's really cute. It's a rom-com. She ends up with, you know, by doing this kind of matchmaking thing that the bookshop is able to do by like using people's favorite books and you doing that to kind of matchmake people together. She ends up finding, you know, love. It's really cute. It's very Hallmarky, but in a really well done way. I don't know how to, again, I'm not explaining it very well, but it's really cute. It's just so, it's so nice. It's a must-have for your holiday TBR. I loved it. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars, and I'm probably gonna reread it in December. It's so good. It's so good. I loved it. It's so good. I'm gonna keep saying that. You're gonna get sick of me saying that. Oh, we have more people. Denise, Gina, Cody, Owen, thank you guys for joining our holiday October TBR stream. We are all looking at the books I have read in October. I've read too many books. And now I'm going over and wrapping up all of the shit that I've read. Oh my goodness. There's too many things. Why won't this open? There we go. Next book is 12 Bones. Isn't it pretty? This one has a nice little red edge. I think that's all cute. So this is the sequel to, what was it, 16 Souls. I really loved 16 Souls. And this is another case of I really liked the first one. I couldn't get into the second one. There's nothing wrong with this book, but I kept putting it down. I couldn't get into the plot, the characters. Again, it wasn't for me. The first one grabbed my attention right away. The second one, there wasn't a lot of action happening. That's all I got. There's nothing wrong with this book. I gave it 3 stars. I just really enjoyed the first one, and so whenever I'm thinking of this series, I normally am gravitating towards the first one. Boop. What else? Oh, okay. So the next one is another ARC copy. Let me see when this one's coming out. Does it say on here? Nope. Ooh, really soon. Okay, so this one is coming out November the 5th. Isn't that cover so pretty? It's so, like, fall vibes. I love it. It's a little cat. I love when there's little, like, animal familiars. It's so cute. So this one has all of the, like, found family vibes. It's very magical, very mystical. Our main character is able to tell small fortunes. So, like, things like, will your crops, have a good harvest? Will you, who will you take to the dance next week? Nothing like huge prophecies. That's what she tells people. She doesn't tell large fortunes that are like going to change the world. And I thought it was a very cozy fantasy. It was very, very nice. If you like, what's the book? Legends and Lattes. If you like Legends and Lattes, or if you like, what the heck is it called? Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. If you like either of those books, those like cozy fantasy kind of books, you would like this book. It's a very, again, cozy fantasy sort of setting, and we gather characters along the way. It's just very fun. And I wrote in my thing, the vibes of the adventures. The adventure was the friends that we made along the way. It had nothing to do with, like, the actual adventure. The whole deal was just making friends. And that's the whole point of the adventure. So, if you're trying to get to the journey and the destination, you're probably going to be like, nah. But if you're there about just the vibes and the traveling, that's what this is all about. So, I really enjoyed this one. This one I gave a 4.5. A 4.5. I really enjoyed this one. It was very cute, very relaxing between all of these really tense books. It was a very tense month this month. All right. Next up we had, where is it? Phantasma, which is somewhere in my pile. And I absolutely love this book. I will scream it from the rooftops. I'm not going to scream though, because I don't want to scream and hurt you guys' ears. Radanj? I don't know how to say your name and I'm very sorry. Welcome to the stream. So this one was another one that I saw on TikTok, and again I was worried because everyone was like, I love this book, and I was worried that it was hyped up. I was very scared. But I bought it because I was like, alright, fine. Worst case scenario, if I hate it, I hate it. So I bought it. Also because the cover is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Roses and skulls. That's fucking just metal as hell. That's gorgeous. But I think this book just came out too, didn't it? I think it just came out. Holy shit, I didn't even know there was like a hierarchy thing in here. Oh, you learn things every day. But yeah, I think this book just came out. September, yeah. So this book is like newer. Dog Mom, thank you for joining. So yeah, this is newer. This book was fucking amazing. I loved the whole idea with, oh, what the heck? The whole Phantasma. Very like if Caravel, if the Caravel series was new adult instead of YA, this is it. This is, if you like Caravel, but you wanted it to be adult, this is it. This is your series. Look no further. It's here. It's right here. That's how, I don't know how else to explain it to you. Which is funny because I just finished reading Caravel, so it was perfect timing. It was so serendipitous how that all worked out. Also, it also had, it had Beetlejuice vibes, because every time she would call for Blackwell, she would call his name 3 times, and every time she said that, I was just like, is anyone else thinking Beetlejuice over here? Because I was over there like, she'd be like, Blackwell, Blackwell, Blackwell. I'm like, you fucking summoning Beetlejuice? What's happening? So it kind of made me laugh. I didn't like, I wasn't dissing it, it just made me giggle. So, yeah, I really like this. This was another 5-star. I had a lot of 5 stars this month. I had a lot of good reads. I was really happy this month. Of course, I knew that going into it because I love spooky shit. You know what I mean? It's my vibe. October is my mecca month. What else do we have? Ooh, another good one. I liked this one. And again, I had a lot of good reads this month. I can't help it. Elise L. Bender, thank you for joining. Welcome. Happy Halloween. Is anyone dressing up this month? What are you dressing up as for Halloween? Or if you're just like me, I'm just gonna be a bum and probably watch some horror movies, give out candy. Let's see, what are we at? Immortal Dark. This was another one that a lot of people were saying on TikTok was good. Here is my copy. I got the Waterstone edition, which looks absolutely gorgeous. It says, "No one can enter without an invitation." Very ominous and spooky. And it has like marbling on the top and bottom. I love this edition because it has, I love the freaking end papers. Look at it. It looks like an old school like library checkout. And then if you look at the naked hardcover, ooh, it's so naked. Here's what it says. It's so gorgeous, right? I don't know. I like the little things like that. Just the extra stuff. I'm a sucker for Waterstones. Waterstones owns my soul at this point. I don't think there's a week that goes by that a Waterstones package hasn't shown up at my fucking front door. Anyway, Immortal Dark. It's got vampires. Don't really know how else to explain how I like this book. If it's got vampires, it's probably gonna rate pretty high up there. It's seductive. It's dark. It's full of betrayal. Basically, it's dark academia. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you like vampires, if you like dark academia, it's all about a girl who is looking for her sister. Her sister has gone missing, and the only clue that she has is to go to this school and attend there and get clues to find her sister. And it's an enemies to lovers. I know, I'm saying all the right words. All the words I'm saying, you're like, yes, give it to me. Yeah. I gave this one a 4.25. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was great. I don't really know what else to say except, yes. What else? This one is an arc. When is this one for? Okay, January. So this is an arc for January of 2025. This is for Su Lin Tan's new book, Immortal. This is the same author that gave us Daughter of the Moon Goddess. So if you've read those books, this is a new standalone book. It's just going to be one book, not going to be part of a new series. It's just a standalone book. The cover is absolutely gorgeous, right? This is just the arc cover. I think the finalized version is a little bit different. And I think that the finalized version has like pink sprayed edges, and they're gonna have like end paper artwork in on the end pages. So it'll look a little bit different than this because this is just an art copy. I really liked this one. It was really fast paced. Like they did not, I guess they had to because it's not a series. They did not slow down at all. Full, just out of the gate. The storytelling, like always, with Su Lin Tan is beautiful. It's majestic. It's just whimsical. A lot of mythology went into it. But basically we have our main character. She's taking the throne. And in order to take the throne, she has to go and meet there's the mortals and the immortals. And just a lot of shit goes down. And there's like a war happening. It's such a very vivid, well-painted, and well-crafted story that's happening, and I really can't recommend this enough. It's so well done. This author knows what they're doing. I'm without words because this book was really, really good. And again, world building, enemies to lovers, the story development, the characters, the dialogue, just everything was so on point with this one. I've really enjoyed this one. And I'm pretty sure I gave this one 5 stars. Yes, I did. I gave this one 5 stars. I was like, this one was pretty high up there. But yeah, it was a nice fantasy romance, enemies to lovers, all the good stuff. Just beautiful mythology. It was just a gorgeous read all around. It was just fun to read. I am missing one of my books. That's alright. There was this one book called Horror Movie, which I think is back on my shelf, but I won't go get it because it really wasn't that good. I know, really shade there. It's about this movie. It's literally a book about a movie and how it was filmed and had something terrible happen, and we're told it in pieces. Like, it's very disjointed how it's told. And it's done that on purpose, so that way we get told things for shock value. But what happens is it's told in such a bit and piece way that we end up just losing so much of the narrative. I don't know. And then it's all about how this main character was beaten into submission during a shoot for a movie that he turned into a literal monster. And I'm saying that with quotes because it doesn't really say if he did or did not turn into a monster, because it doesn't really specify if he actually did, if he was a monster or did, or if he, I don't know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, some sort of stuff. It didn't really specify or it kind of just left us to speculate. Not sure if that was intentional. I gave the book a 1.75. The whole thing wasn't my vibe. I didn't like it. Again, the book is called Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. I'm sure that it's a great book for some people. For me, it wasn't for me. It wasn't my vibe. I did not like it. And that's okay. That's why there's so many books out there. Next book I have, Let's Split Up. This just came out. This is by my friend Bill Wood. I was very excited to read this. He just published this, and the minute that he said it's a Scooby-Doo novel, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I was real excited, especially when it's like, I love Scooby-Doo as a kid, and this is it. This is so it. That Bookish Friend, Dog Run, Dog Mom. Thank you guys for joining. All the dog things. Let's go. Happy Halloween, everybody. So yeah, this is the Scooby-Doo kind of mystery vibe. We have a gang of friends solving a mystery, that kind of vibe. If you like that vibe, you're gonna love it. Who published this? This was Scholastic? Yeah. It was great. I'm not gonna lie, it was so freaking amazing. I love a good old mystery novel. Who doesn't? It was great. It had so many references. It was very self-referential, very meta. So if you like horror movies, you're gonna love this. If you like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Scream, like there was actually a Scream reference in this. Like when it had the what's your favorite scary movie line, like Scream is my favorite fucking scary movie, and when that happened I actually screamed. I was so happy. I loved how self-referential it was. It was great. I gave it 5 stars. It was just the perfect whodunit. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. All right, and we are at the bottom of the list, which is back to the first thing in the month. which was A Curse for True Love. I just had finished up Caravel series, and then finished up Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. So I just finished this up, and I gave it 5 stars, you guys. Like, if you were here for last month's wrap up, you know that I freaking loved this. I don't know why I waited so freaking long for this series. I don't know. It was stupid of me. Sean, thank you for showing up. It was dumb that I waited so long. I shouldn't have done that. I should have read this series a long time ago. But now I've read it, and I feel a lot better. Alright. Well, thank you guys for showing up to the Halloween stream and to the October TBR. And stay tuned for November. We'll see what we got in store. Thank you guys, and happy Halloween!